Hello, Craig Birch here at the ECC Sports and Social Club on Shell Road in Wolverhampton, where the Grand Slam participant, the only Black Country boy in the tournament this year at the PDC Grand Slam of Darts at Wolverhampton Civic Hall, Jamie Hughes, joins us at a place where not only do the ECC sponsor Jamie, they also sponsor your sport, Black Country, and viewers of Tungsten Tales are also going to see this is Jamie's last message before he goes into the Grand Slam against Raymond van Barneveld tomorrow. And Jamie, it's been a bit mad old evening for us, really, hasn't it? We've been on the radio and we've been to Manders and we've been here and so on, and you must be lapping up the adulation, everyone wishing you well and so on. Everyone's getting really excited now, aren't they?
Yeah, looking forward to it again, the same as last year. It was a bit the same last year. It happens this before any big tournament, you know. The phone starts ringing and the messages start coming through, so it's normal really, but it kind of takes your mind off everything because you've got other things to concentrate on instead of the game, and you know, so it's probably a welcome distraction really.
Of course, and it makes so much more difference as well being a home tournament for yourself. I mean, you know, just so many Black Country darts fans, isn't there, to have one of their own up there against Raymond van Barneveld in the first group game in a pretty good spot tomorrow night, the penultimate game of the evening. You know, it's going to be something for the crowd to really get excited about, isn't it? So yeah,
I hope so. It's on quite late as well, so that will probably add to the atmosphere, loosen a few people up. Hopefully it'll be a great atmosphere and it'll be a great game. Of
course, I mean, I was there last year for your Grand Slam debut last year, and the place was buzzing, wasn't it? I mean, particularly against Dobie in the second round. That was a fantastic atmosphere against Chris Dobie, wasn't it? And you know, the crowd really got behind it. It was a really exciting game as well, which helps as well, doesn't it? So
yeah. I went on the Sky website earlier, and I think they voted that something like the most exciting climax to a game in the history of the Grand Slam.
Wow.
So, but I'm never in many boring matches anyway. I either come from behind or there's always something that happens. It's never boring watching me.
Of course. So that's something to take into the game against Van Barneveld. Van Barneveld, we talked about in the radio earlier, you said then that you rate Van Barneveld as probably one of the best players in the PDC's history, not in the entire darts history, behind Phil Taylor. That's something you stick by, isn't it? So
yeah, I think his record speaks for itself on major wins, and you know, one of the only people to ever beat Phil Taylor in a world final. So, you know, a living legend, as they say.
Of course, a living legend. And is it a pleasure to sort of share a game with him tomorrow?
Yeah, of course it is. You know, a lot of people probably have to pay for the privilege of playing him in an exhibition or something like that. But you know, I can do it up there in a proper match where I'll get a proper game and a proper, I wouldn't say test, because obviously he ain't going to test me, you know. Obviously he's going to give me a good game, you know that. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Of course, and obviously, you know as well, you're in for your BDO ranking, you're number 3 with the BDO. This is the only tournament to actively invite players from the BDO to the PDC event. It's the 11th edition of the Civic, the 10th anniversary this year and so on. Twice you've been here as you've done your own climb through the BDO rankings and so on, and yeah, I mean it's not very often you get to play PDC players, isn't it, as well? That's another factor in. I mean, darts is darts, but these are new tests all the time, aren't there? So
yeah, it's something that we can do to test ourselves, because you know, they play a lot more stage tournaments than us. They're a lot more used to the crowds and the stage, so it gives us a chance to test ourselves against them, being more experienced and seeing how we can acquit ourselves against, you know, their top players.
Of course, and obviously as well, we go back to the home emblems of it. I mean, you're going to be Saturday night, Sunday night, Tuesday nights. Also in your group are Steve Lennon and Gerwen Price. But if you dare to look at the second round, Michael van Gerwen's in that group as well, isn't it? And you know, you dare to dream, don't you? You've also talked about how much you'd love to play Phil Taylor, who's obviously a legend and such well respected in his final tournament in Wolverhampton as well. You're not getting a chance at the next Grand Slam, and your work is cut out for you to do that. I mean, you're probably going to need to beat Van Barneveld. You're probably going to need to beat Van Gerwen just to maybe get to, and then Phil will be waiting for you. So
yeah,
it's not an easy path, is it? So
no, but it's one of them things you don't really think about it, because you can't. Just get up there, play the game, and you can only beat whoever's in front of you. Play your best. If it's good enough, it's good enough. If it ain't, then at least you've given it your best shot. Of course.
Would you rather have got to the quarterfinals against maybe, if you play say Dobie or something like that? I can't remember who was after him in that particular tournament last year.
Been Wade again.
Yeah, precisely. So would you have rather have had that route, or would you rather be playing the top players from the get-go?
See, it don't bother me because there's nothing I can do about the draw. So there's no point in me worrying about it or anything like that. Just I've drawed who I've drawed. I've got to get up there and do my job on the night, and hopefully it's good enough to take the win and the points to get me through the group stage.
Yeah, do you really relish these big tests though? You relish playing, you know, Van Barneveld, Van Gerwen, Taylor, whoever else, you know? I mean, are they the sort of games, does it give you that extra spring in your step to...
Yeah, because, you know, if you ain't coming and bringing your A game, that can embarrass you really and turn you over by an embarrassing scoreline. No one wants to be embarrassed, you know, and beat up there kind of thing. So yeah, it does, of course it does.
And no one wants to be embarrassed and beat up in front of your home crowd as well. That's the thing, isn't it? You know, there is that aspect, isn't there? So
yeah, well, it's one of them. You know, I'll go up there, give 100%. If I get bashed, I'll get bashed. I'll give 100%. That I'll leave everything up there. I won't come off with an ounce of effort left in me.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to try and be a front runner this time? Because too many times we've seen you sort of go behind and come back and so on. And if it's Van Barneveld or maybe even Van Gerwen down the line, it's a huge risk, isn't it?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I will try and hopefully win 5-0. You know, hopefully I'll make it so it's like that. But you know, it's just I never give up. That's why I'll get all the I've had a lot of comebacks so far in my career, but just because I never give up, and you know, I'm lucky enough, I suppose, at times they miss shots. If they hit the shots and I don't get a chance to punish them, so it's just, you know, you get that little bit of luck and you run with it.
Okay. Obviously the Grand Slam, we talked about it on the radio earlier and stuff. You know, a BDO player has won this before in Scott Waits. It is possible. So, do you dare to dream about maybe getting to the, you know, the real nitty-gritty of the tournament? But against that tough path, you know, do you dare to dream to win the tournament? I guess is what I'm asking.
Yeah,
so.
Of course. Yeah, why not? You know, it'd be tough, you know, but I've got 3 daughters, same as everyone else. I can put them wherever I want to, the same as they can. So that's just the way it is. What happens on the night?
Yeah. Does it help you to you know what? Last year you were coming into it blind, sort of having never played at the Civic. Does it help you sort of know what to expect this time?
Yeah, I suppose it does, because I know roughly what the stage is going to be like. Hopefully the crowd will be on my side again. That should be really hometown boy. But
you would have thought so, yeah.
I know Barney's got a big fan base as well, so you never know. But yeah, I'll take confidence from the fact I've gone up there and I've played well up there, so I know that I can play well up there.
Of course. So this is the real business end of you, the things to really get excited about. It's the Grand Slam, then it's the BDO, Finder Masters, the Old Zadadine Masters that you've won before, that really put you on the map, really, at that stage of your career, and then the World Championship, where you've been a semi-finalist for the past 2 years, and who knows, maybe you can get to the final and even win that as well this time. There's plenty for you to sink your teeth into coming up, isn't there?
This is, you know, whenever it gets to kind of the end of September, beginning of October, that's when all the serious darts kind of kicks in till like the mid-January. Then, you know, it's where all the big tournaments and for BDO players from like October till the middle of January. So yeah, this is where you need to be on form this time in the year.
Okay, excellent, fantastic, Jamie.
Yeah, cheers.
Best of luck against Barney tonight. We'll sure you do the Black Country proud. We're going to hop back in the Hughes mobile and find some more darts players down to Cleveland a bit until they're finished here at the ECC, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, hopefully Glenn Durrant will get his hand in his pocket for once.
Well, hopefully William Addison will get his hand in his pocket for once. We'll say that. Surely that can't happen twice in one night, can it?
Yeah.
Okay, Jamie, thank you very much.
Cheers.